It was supposed to be a normal afternoon, the kind where the sun felt just right, and the park buzzed with quiet laughter and distant barking dogs. People walked by with coffee in hand, kids rode scooters, and the sky held that soft orange glow of a lazy Sunday. But sitting quietly on the edge of it all was a 17-year-old boy named Elijah. Hoodie on, earbuds in, sketchpad on his lap. Elijah wasn't doing anything suspicious. He wasn't bothering anyone. Just drawing. That's what he always did when he needed a break from the noise of the world. The bench under the big oak tree was his favorite spot. Always had been. It felt safe, peaceful, until she showed up. Her name? No one knew it yet. But by the end of the day, the world would know her face. The neighborhood had whispered about her before. Always watching from her porch. Always calling the HOA about someone's lawn or someone's music or someone's skin color. You know the type. Hair so stiff it didn't move with the wind. Sunglasses that never came off. That constant, sour expression, like life owed her something. Everyone just called her Karen. She spotted Elijah from across the street as she walked her tiny white dog, one of those loud ones that barked at everything. Her heels clicked like a metronome of disapproval. She stopped, stared, pulled her phone out. You could practically feel the judgment radiating off her. Elijah kept sketching, unaware of the storm that was already brewing. Karen crossed the street. "Excuse me," she said, voice sharp like broken glass. Elijah blinked and looked up, one earbud still in. "Huh. I asked what you're doing here," she said, clutching her phone like a weapon. "This is a private park." He blinked. "Private? It's a public park. I come here all the time." Karen's lips tightened. "Don't get smart with me. I've never seen you around here before." "That's funny," Elijah said, raising an eyebrow. "I've never seen you either. And I've been coming here for years." She didn't like that. Not one bit. "Don't talk back," she snapped. "I know everyone in this neighborhood. You don't belong here." Her dog yipped like it agreed. Elijah sighed, looked back at his sketchpad. He didn't want trouble. Not today. But trouble was coming whether he wanted it or not. Karen took a step closer. "You need to leave." "No, or I'm calling the police." He looked up, calm but firm. "Call them." And she did. Right there, she pressed 911 like it was a badge of honor. Loudly, clearly, as if she were auditioning for a role. "Yes, there's a suspicious individual in the park. He looks like he's casing the neighborhood. Possibly dangerous." Dangerous? Elijah was wearing a NASA hoodie and Vans. As she talked, Elijah slowly pulled out his phone and started recording. "Hi," he said to the camera. "Just in case anything happens, I'm sitting in the park drawing, and this lady is calling the cops on me for no reason." Karen's eyes widened when she noticed the recording. "Stop filming me. That's illegal." "No, it's not," Elijah said quietly. "Not in public." A few bystanders had started to watch. Some pulled out their phones too. Then something strange happened. A black SUV rolled up to the curb, smooth, tinted windows. A man in a tailored suit stepped out. Tall, calm. The kind of calm that comes from power. He didn't look at Karen. He walked straight to Elijah. "Elijah," he said, "your mom told me you'd be here. You ready?" Elijah smiled. "Yeah, almost done sketching." Karen's mouth opened like she wanted to say something, but the man turned to her with the faintest smirk. "Is there a problem?" he asked. Karen looked from the man to the boy, and suddenly the confidence drained from her face. He was just loitering," she stammered. "I thought." "You thought wrong," the man said sharply. "And you just made a very big mistake." She backed up, trying to regain her composure. Who are you?" He reached into his jacket slowly and pulled out a badge. "FBI." Karen's jaw dropped. The bystanders gasped. But the agent wasn't done. "This park has surveillance. Every corner. And you just made a false report to 911. That's a federal offense." Karen's face turned ghost white. But before anything else could happen, before the questions, the explanations, the shame, a pair of cop cars rolled up, sirens off but lights flashing. The officers stepped out and headed straight toward Elijah. Karen smiled again. But that smile wasn't going to last. The two police officers approached with purpose. One of them, Officer Daniels, had that stiff, tired walk of someone who'd been on the job too long. The other, Officer Miller, was younger, eyes sharp, hand already near his holster. They didn't even glance at Karen. Their eyes were on Elijah. "Hands where we can see them," Officer Miller said. Elijah raised his hand slowly, his sketchpad slipping to the ground. "I'm not doing anything," he said calmly. "I've got it all on video." Officer Daniels looked at the man standing beside Elijah, the one with the suit and the FBI badge. "Who are you?" Daniels asked, slightly more cautious now. "Special Agent Russell." "FBI," the man replied, his tone clipped. "This young man is with me." Daniels blinked. "You're federal." Russell held out his badge. "Real, sharp, serious. I suggest you take a moment before the situation escalates any further," Agent Russell said. Officer Miller narrowed his eyes. "We got a call about a suspicious person." "That call was false," Russell cut in. "And it came from her." He pointed directly at Karen, who flinched like someone had just shined a spotlight on her. Daniels finally turned toward Karen. "Ma'am, is that true?" Karen folded her arms. "I was just trying to protect the neighborhood. I didn't know who he was. He looked out of place." Out of place. That phrase hung in the air like smoke from a fire no one wanted to admit was burning. "I told you," Elijah said, voice steady but heavy. "I was drawing. That's it. I wasn't even talking to anyone until she walked up." Russell turned to Daniels. "You should be asking her questions, not him. He's done nothing wrong. But she just committed a crime, misuse of emergency services and racial profiling." Karen gasped. "I didn't say anything about race." "You didn't have to," Russell said, eyes like steel. "You assumed he was dangerous because he's black. You tried to weaponize the police. That's not just morally disgusting. It's legally reckless." More people had gathered now, phones recording everything. The bystanders weren't just watching. They were whispering, filming, judging. This wasn't going to stay local. This was going viral. Daniels looked uncomfortable. "We'll need to take statements." "You can do that," Russell said. "But I want it on the record. This is being documented by federal authorities. If this escalates, if anyone lays a hand on him without cause, you're not just looking at local charges. You're looking at civil rights violations." Karen's face twisted. "Wait, he's the son of an FBI agent." Russell turned to her slowly. "No, he's not my son. I'm just someone who looks out for kids like him. Because people like you, you're a threat." Karen stammered. But I didn't know." "That's the problem," he replied coldly. "You never even tried." Officer Miller looked between everyone. His hand dropped away from his belt. Daniels sighed and started jotting notes. "You're free to go," Daniels told Elijah. But Elijah didn't move. He bit down, picked up his sketchpad, and turned it around. The drawing he had been working on. It was a portrait of the park. Serene, beautiful, peaceful. And in the corner, sitting on a bench, a woman walking her dog. It was her. Karen looked at it, and for a moment, something flickered across her face. Shame? Regret? Maybe. But then it was gone. "You're not going to get away with making me the villain," she snapped. "I'm the victim here. You're all ganging up on me." Agent Russell stepped forward. "Lady, the only thing you're a victim of is your own ignorance." Karen stormed off, clutching her dog like a shield. But this wasn't over. Because what none of them knew, what not even Karen knew, was that someone else had been watching. Someone in the apartment building across the street. Someone with a drone. Someone who had just uploaded the full encounter to the internet with the title, "Racist Karen Calls Cops on Black Teen for Drawing. FBI Steps In." And within hours, it would have 1 million views. But with fame comes fire. Because when the video went viral, secrets started surfacing. And not just Karen's. By midnight, the video had passed 2.3 million views. By morning, it was everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. Everyone had seen Karen in the park. The video was edited perfectly. Her accusing voice, Elijah's calm response, the FBI agent stepping in, the jaw-dropping moment she realized she was in the wrong. Comment sections exploded. Classic Karen behavior. That kid handled it like a champ. The FBI part gave me chills. This woman needs to face real consequences. And she did. Because the internet never forgets. Within 24 hours, someone found her full name, Linda Carmichael. 54. Real estate agent. Lives on Willow Creek Lane. Her face, previously hidden behind those big sunglasses, was now on every thumbnail, every meme, every reaction video. Someone dug up her business website. Others found her Yelp reviews. And one brave soul posted a screen recording of them calling her agency, demanding she be fired. She wasn't just canceled. She was exposed. Meanwhile, Elijah sat in his room, staring at the screen. His sketch pad was on his desk, untouched since yesterday. He hadn't expected any of this. One moment he was drawing trees, the next he was the face of a national conversation. His phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Messages from strangers, news reporters, activists, colleges, even celebrities reposting the clip with comments like, "This is why we film everything." He scrolled past them all, until one caught his eye. A message from someone named Jordan Price. That name sounded familiar. He clicked it open. "You don't know me, but I know what it's like to have your life flipped upside down by a Karen. I watched your video. I have something you need to see. It's about her. Trust me." Elijah stared at the message. His gut twisted. He replied, "Who are you?" The response came fast. "Let's just say, I'm the reason she moved to this neighborhood in the first place." That one sentence sent a chill down Elijah's spine. He didn't respond right away. Instead, he turned on the TV. News anchors were already talking about it. The woman seen in the now viral Park Karen video has been identified as Linda Carmichael, a realtor from the Willow Creek area. Her firm has since released a statement condemning her actions and announcing her suspension pending investigation. Elijah leaned back in his chair. That should have been the end of it. But something about Jordan's message stuck with him. Something wasn't right. He clicked on Jordan's profile. There. No photos. Just one pin post. I warned them. They didn't listen. Now she's doing it again. Beneath it, a link. It led to a grainy video. Older. Different location. Different black teenager. Same Karen. Same accusations. Same outcome. Police showing up for no reason. But this time, there was no FBI agent. And the boy in that video? He was on the ground in handcuffs. Elijah swallowed hard. He looked back at Jordan's message. Another one had come in. She's done this before. And not just once. I've got proof. But if you want it, we have to meet. In person, Elijah's hands trembled slightly. He didn't know this person. Could be a trap. Could be fake. But something told him it was real. He texted Agent Russell. Something's come up. I need to talk. It's about her. And I think it's bigger than anyone thought." But Russell didn't reply. Because Russell was already dealing with something else. Something that would blow the whole thing wide open. Because Karen had just lawyered up. And the lawyer wasn't just any attorney. He was someone with power. And a reason to keep everything buried.